I bought a cheap Prime Day Amazon power supply, and I didn't expect it to stay on when I turned it off. Let's get the multimeter and see what's going on. This power supply gives you adjustable DC output from 3 to 24 volts, and it can handle up to 6 amps, and that's a total of 144 watts max. The input is 100 to 240 volts AC, so that means you can pretty much use it anywhere. What's cool about it is it comes with 14 interchangeable DC tips, including micro USB, Type-C, and all the common barrel plug sizes. You even get a reverse polarity converter in case your device needs center negative instead of center positive. It also includes test leads with alligator clips, a male and female DC pigtail, and the display shows real-time voltage as you turn the knob. One nice touch is the dedicated offsetting on the dial so you don't have to unplug it. It's also got built-in protection against overvoltage, overcurrent, short circuits, and overheating. So on paper it looks really versatile whether you're powering LED strips, routers, audio gear, or Arduino projects, but in practice it does have a few quirks, especially when it comes to its behavior after shutoff. So I noticed something strange when I turn the power supply off. It stays on. Whether I turn it to 24 volts or turn it to 9 volts and then turn it off, the voltage will drop to 3.19 volts and it'll just kind of stay there for 30 seconds before it starts dropping, and then you'll get these 3 zeros flash on the screen. These budget power supplies usually don't have any kind of output disconnect or bleeder circuit, so when you turn it off, the capacitors inside still hold a charge. Now there's nothing actively draining them, so the voltage will just slowly fade over time. Not dangerous or anything, it's just kind of annoying if you're expecting it to go dead instantly. Now this particular power supply, it'll finally drop below 0 volts after about a minute, and then that's when the zeros stop flashing. So this isn't really a sign of failure, it's just a cost-saving design compromise. It's just how these cheap universal adapters behave. Here's a look at the power supply connected to a multimeter, and as you can see it stopped flashing the zeros, but it's still holding a charge. Right now it has about 300 millivolts, and that will deplete to about 0 in 10 to 12 minutes. There's another thing I wanted to show you. The multimeter doesn't always match the voltage on the supply's display. Sometimes it's off by like 0.05 to 0.13 volts. And that's pretty normal in my experience. These displays aren't super accurate, and I have a cheap meter too, so there's going to be a little error there as well. And if you're measuring at the end of alligator leads, there might be a slight voltage drop versus what's shown on the supply's internal reading. Or maybe the power supply display is just rounding differently than your meter. So if you're seeing your power supply stay on after shutdown, or your multimeter doesn't perfectly match the screen, I wouldn't stress too much about it, but if you are using sensitive circuits, you might want to go with a better quality power supply. I plan on using this because I like the convenience of a variable power supply. I have another variable power supply, but this one's much smaller and easier to use. I also think it's going to be great for what I do, so yeah, I think it's a winner. So let me know in the comments, what do you think? Is this power supply a good deal, or does the slow voltage drop bother you? Do you think it'd be good for your projects? If you found this video useful, be sure to give it a like by clicking the thumbs up. Also check out our other videos, and if you like that type of stuff, hey, consider subscribing, share it with somebody else, and I'll see you again very soon with another video.